Yes, I do have a robe on. Hey guys, for those of you who are watching my channel, thank you. Today is the what 25th, 26th, one of those days. I don't know. Kind of hard to keep it with. All I know is it's Tuesday, and for me, I am in the mood to be still. My cycle will be here first of the month. So one thing I know that I enjoy doing is just making sure I steam before and then making sure I steam afterwards. Even though the cycle is literally the vagina is a self cleaning organ, when you have cycles, it does not cleanse, right, on an energetic level. Um, One thing I can say that Yoni steams have done for me is I can definitely see the difference in them being healthy now versus than beforehand when they would be like really lengthy, and the color of my cycles would be like a dark, dark, dark color, which is a sign of old blood needing to be released in the system, in your system. Um, a light, light, light color that's not quite red is usually a significant meaning of low on estrogen, probably. But um, when it's darker, like almost brown, that means there needs to be like a release of old blood in the system. And a lot of times, that's what I was actually dealing with, and which makes sense because of the things that I was going through, like around that time frame. Um, so I knew I needed to release some old energy, right? And so Yoni semen has just been something that I definitely make part of my self care routine. I wouldn't even say it's a routine, like it's a lifestyle for me. Okay. Yes, I do have a robe on. When I Yoni steam, I like to have myself at least covered up. I keep socks on. I definitely don't have anything underwards. And then when I first started Yoni steaming, I will say I used to be the one to sell those stainless steel Yoni steam pots basically when I was selling with my kids. And then I don't know, something about an old fashioned way where I would actually just have one of those, I'm going to show you real quick, those old turnip green pots. Those types of pots that, your grandmother back in the day probably cooked turnip greens in, or they cooked, I don't know what, chitlins or something like that. Um, but my mom had given one to me, and I was like, that's about to be what I actually steam in. And I love it because I steam my herbs in it, and then I set it, on my carpet and let it cool down before I actually get on it. Um, and I have my robe, and then with the type of robe that I have on, that's what I have with my pillows beside it, rather. And then I will just put my robe, to cover up any extra, air that may be getting around. And then so I started doing my steaming that way, and I love it, and I won't go back any other way. Of course, you can see my cat in the background, Bella, wanting to be seen. I just love her. She has shown me love in so many different ways. She has even helped with, I can definitely say at one point in time when I had, anxiety, I would just lay her like on my chest, or it's like she recognized it herself, and she would just come and like lay on me, and it would literally like calm me down. And I did like a little research, and I guess the cats, their purrs, like their vibration, that is literally what that's for, to shift a vibration. Also, so I have the herbs that I have in there. Um, Chamomile, I have lavender, I have red clover, I do have some nettle, and then I do have motherwort, right? Am I missing anything else? I think that's all the ones that I have in there this time around for me. When I do make my steam, sometimes I do, switch it up just depending on what I feel at that time. That hey, I'm gonna, add incorporate this time around for my body. And then sometimes I might journal. Sometimes I might just have another pillow placed in front of me and just have have my body like arched up, butt up in the air, body laid down and flat, and just sit and just do a lot of deep breaths. And then when I do that, it's almost like it kind of like relaxes me in a different way. I'm able to just really think about the moment and be present versus when I do have moments where I'm trying to read a book or something like that while I'm steaming. But I always have some tea. This time today, I'm going to be drinking some lemon balm tea while I'm steaming. I usually steam about 30 to 45 minutes, and nobody can tell you how long to do it. You just, learn to listen to your body as you go. When I first started steaming, I will say I got all my herbs in the produce aisle at the grocery store. And that was a different type of steam. I will say that was my first encounter. I wasn't a Yoni steam practitioner then. And so I really didn't know what I was doing. At least I thought at that time, and I didn't. But honestly, following my intuition, I did because it was a release that I had never encountered before. And it just seemed like even after that steam, I was emotional. Like, that's how I can tell how much of an energetic release that my body really needed. Not only, physically, but like spiritually. And as I look back on a lot of my pictures, I noticed that you can tell a difference in the shift of my energy. Because at that time, you could tell I was definitely going through something versus as the months and like years went by. And I'm just really proud of my growth and where I am and who I am. And I am truly embracing who I am blossoming into, just because each version that I'm blossoming into shows me something about myself, not just other people, but myself. And I don't know, I try not to now overthink things. I just allow things to pretty much show me, like what they're supposed to show me. And then I can just tell a difference, like in my awareness and just with a lot of things in general. I'm very grateful for the space that I'm in now. I'm very grateful for the people that I do have in my life. Um, and I don't know what else to say really. I'm just grateful. I'm excited about continuing to share my journey with you guys. For those, that are subscribing to the channel. I don't know when you might happen to click on this video and you just happen to see it. If you see it, that means you're watching it at the right time. That it has reached you at the right time. If it's impactful to you and you like it, give this a thumbs up, like it, comment if you like. Um, if you have questions about Yoni Seaman, message me. I'll be more than happy to answer what I can. I'm still growing and learning and just remembering who I am myself because I know I'm deeply rooted and divinely guided at all times. So I pretty much listen to what my spirit is telling me and, my ancestors and just the guidance from the divine, as I continue to research things as well, and just implement them. Just listen to how my body responds, and I'm just grateful to have impacted those that I have with Yoni Steeman and the changes that they have within their bodies and the outcomes, that they're having with their manifestations as well. And I'm just have grateful to be able to share this journey with you guys. Thank you for watching my video and stay tuned to the next one. Mwah.